straight from the throne. We built the altar with the unhewn stones. Home through the city, all we see is these bones. So my face like flint till I wake a couple souls. A prophet hated by his own, so the father sent his son to bring the tribes of Jacob home. Jumping through these traps, cause they trying to see us gone. But we walking through the fire just like Daniel and his bros. From every sheep to her zone, we stay inside the book because the book is all we own. Heritage, and you better hold it on. We like David fighting giants with no armor and a stone. We face east cause a car home. We face east just to call home. We can't sleep till we all home. We won't rest till they all gone. So I guess that we be calling out they all bones. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Niggas Elohim, Shema, Warapa, all the Zod, the King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagin. Bless the seed, invest the deep in the laws of our God. Niggas Elohim, Shema, Warapa, all the Zod, the King. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagin. From Bereshit to the books in Greek, the dragon took the sheep. Then the book complete. The father looked for peace, but we shook the beast. Now we up until our power put the hook in cheek. Shema, Yasha Allah, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ahad. He the tower till he give us the power of God. Though in the tower you will never devour a tribe. The Lord despised all you devils, your hours arrived. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. We trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagin. Bless the seed that kept the peace. Never forgot the poor and he kept the feast. Trying to dodge destruction, they can't stop the sea. Barakatah, Yahweh, and Mashak, Nagin.
Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.
What's going on? Hey, I'm your brother Jonathan.
His brother Karatazar.
Hey, and we out here in North Carolina, man, trying to bring you the Sabbath evening brew, right? The Sabbath night brew. So all praise to the Most High, man. Y'all go ahead and start pinging the room out, share the room, like the class, do all that good stuff. I'm going to put something in the chat real quick. We're going to shout y'all out and we're going to get into it. All right. I hope y'all having a blessed Sabbath. I hope y'all had a safe camp, right? Hey, the Most High bringing some things to pass today. In case y'all don't know, right? Most High bringing some things to pass.
Man.
So, hey, we gotta remain in the spirit as the time gets close, right? Let me find this link. I'm gonna post it out real quick. It lets some people jump in the room. Share. All right, and then we're gonna shout some people out. You can shout some people out real quick if you don't mind. I got you. All right.
This is not the top. This is the bottom. Okay.
Yeah.
Shalom, Sister Joan Gilchrist, always the first one in the building. Shalom, Sister Malka. Shalom. Shalom, Captain Judah. What's good, brother?
Shalom, King.
I'm gonna hit you up. Shalom, brother Kasaja, Officer Kasaja. Shalom, brother.
Shalom.
Don Israel, Shalom. That's sister. That's sister, right?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
Hey,
I'm not sure though. But Shalom.
Shalom.
That's right.
Sister Azaria, Shalom. Shalom. Tribe of Five. Hey, Shalom, y'all. Hey, Shalom, y'all.
All praises. So look, we're gonna get right into it, man. We titled this class. We titled this class "Staying on Track and Don't Get Distracted." Right, because just through life, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things happen, and we kind of forget the purpose of what we started on.
Right.
Right. Like for instance, you might be a teacher, a school teacher or something,
right.
and you first started teaching school because you love teaching people and you had a passion for kids or whatever.
Right.
And then you start getting into it and the kids getting on your nerves or the job getting on your nerves.
Right.
And now it's a burden to go to work.
No.
Right. Now it's a burden to teach people the thing that you once loved. So we want to relight that flame and say, look, don't never forget what you're doing this for and the purpose and the position that you have on this earth to do the Most High's work. Right. So, hey, y'all drop scriptures, join the conversation, do whatever you can. Let's make this work. All right.
For sure.
All praises. Did you have anything you wanted to say as we start?
Hey man, make sure y'all taking out some notes, man. A lot of these classes that we bringing out, we trying to prepare our people not only for the life that they live in now, but the future.
That's right.
You know, which is very important. You know, I think it's a lot of things that, you know what I'm saying, that we got in store for us, you know, good and bad. So it's important that we taking down these precepts and taking down this wisdom that you get.
That's right.
So you can have it when the time comes. You never know when that day gonna come.
That's right. That's right, man. Hey, and look, no matter what's happening around you, your actual position and your job and your mission is not gonna change.
Right.
Right. That's the beautiful thing about how the Most High got this set up. He's not concerned with all these excuses that we can come up with.
Right.
All these reasons why I'm not in the spirit today, all these reasons why I'm not doing the Lord's work this week. He's not concerned with that. Right. At the end of the day, you have a mission, and that mission's not going to change. The Most High not changing the Bible because you don't feel like doing your job.
That's a fact.
Right? That go for wives, that go for husbands, that go for aunties, uncles, grandmas, granddaddies, all the way down. All right? So we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to start off with a word. And I'm going to give the chat and the people in the room. We got some family in the room as always. I want to ask y'all a question. What is our role and what is our status according to the Bible? I know you can go anywhere, right? But whatever comes to your mind, I want to see what it is. So what is your role and what is your status in relationship to the Most High? Like, who are you to the Most High? Who are you in this kingdom? Who are you on earth? Right? Let's think about this. And I'm gonna give you some words to think about, some definitions to look up. So the first verse I'm gonna get, if we can get 2 Corinthians 5:20. And y'all put, whenever y'all think of your answer, you can put your precept in the chat, or y'all can just say Salakia, and I'll read your verse for you. All right.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 5 and verse 20. It says, "Now then, we are ambassadors for Christ."
So before we finish reading that, what's an ambassador? Does anybody know? What's an ambassador?
I believe it's like a representative. A representative.
That's right. It's a representative. What was you gonna say?
I was gonna say, well, that's basically what I was gonna say. But like, there's like ambassadors for different countries, so like you basically represent a certain country or something.
That's right.
Like that. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good job. So an ambassador is a representative. So like, if we're thinking on a national level, right? If we go to the United Nations, they got ambassadors from every nation that's represented there, right? You got somebody from Kenya, you got somebody from damn UK, somebody from France, somebody from China, and they all come to the table to make sure that they working together to represent what their country told them to bring to the table.
Right.
Right? What you got?
Oh, you said what's the definition? I seen one that said promoter. Like if you're promoting something.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You got that off Merriam-Webster?
I just Googled it.
Yeah, that's good.
A person who acts as a representative or promoter of a specified activity.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's cold. So she said a representative and a promoter.
That's a good one.
That's a real good one because what are you promoting in this life? Right? I'm going to say this, right? Are we overly concerned with being relatable to other people, or are we overly concerned with pleasing the Most High?
That's a good.
Which one of those am I trying to promote?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to think about that. What you got?
I got 2 Timothy 2 and 3.
Okay, 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Let's get it. No, let me read it.
You said what's up, Timothy
2 and 3.
Hold on. One question at a time. Yeah, 2 Timothy 2 and 3. All right, I got you. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach Yahushua. Okay, so you're saying we a soldier.
Yeah, we're supposed to be soldiers.
Hey, that's right. We soldiers, and we in spiritual warfare. Right? We are in the type of warfare that regular people don't have the training for this.
Right.
Regular people don't have the training for what do you do when a demon jump on your back and now you mad at the dude across the street. So you get ready to go grab your pistol and make something happen, right? You have the training for that because you've been studying your scriptures.
Right.
You have the training for that because you got brothers that you can call. Yo, man, I need some precepts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these boys testing me at work.
Right.
We have the precepts and we have the spiritual training to be a soldier.
Right.
For Christ. Right? Go ahead.
Yes, and we gotta remember that when we are reading our Bible, it's not just a one-time thing, like we gotta read it and then remember those notes when we are going through certain things.
Right.
They're just not for just the Sabbath. You know what I mean? I feel like we tend to just forget about our notes sometimes.
Yep.
But that's why the notes are there. So when you're going through things, you're able to use them and apply them.
Okay, that's an excellent point. Now, why is that important? So I was in the Air Force, right? Adawan Yaakov, y'all was in the Air Force. Shalom, Adawan.
Shalom.
We was in the Air Force. We had what they call the Air Force manual. It was about this big. And it had all your instructions for if somebody gets shot in the leg, how to apply the tourniquet.
Right.
But then also it has stuff like if the gas mask failed, what you should do to, you know what I'm saying, to protect yourself in case of, to identify different blistering agents and different chemical agents. All of these things was in the handbook. If I just read that handbook one time and I threw it away and never came back to the handbook, what good is that?
Right.
Right? I'm saying I'm making it to where, right? Hey, look, Judah be crazy.
RTC, man.
That's right. But hey, he had a handbook. You know what I'm saying? You had to live by that handbook, bro. So think about the scriptures the same way. Think about the notes that you took. Y'all took notes on Sabbath morning brew this morning. But some of y'all never gonna go back to them notes. So that means that you are saying my brain and my memory is so strong,
right,
that I'm never, it's locked in for me. I don't need to go back to my notes. And that just don't even make sense.
And then I think the thing is, Saki.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that when you then if you're not reading it, then people ask, can you please help me? Can you help me out? Give me a verse or something like that. It's like we went over this.
Right. I'm big on that. At my job, I'm big on that. Like, if I train you to do something, because if somebody trained me to do something, you only gonna have to train me one time. I wrote the notes down and I saved the notes, and I refer to those notes all the time.
Right.
I'm never coming back to you for the same thing twice.
Right.
Because now I'm wasting your time.
No, for sure.
Right.
Let me get a precept.
Hey, that's cold what he said. But go ahead.
Nah, but it's a precept because it ties into what we're talking about. It says, this is Psalm 1:1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
That's right.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. So you got to be meditating on these scriptures constantly. Like I said in the beginning, it's going to come a time where you're going to need all these notes that we're taking down. You know what I'm saying? You're not just taking these notes down just to say, oh, I watched this class.
Right.
Go back. Oh, hey, I remember that time. We had that class on patience.
Right.
At that time, we had that class on distraction. It's for when the time comes when you probably not gonna have, you know what I'm saying, maybe a physical Bible. Right. Or you might not be in the best situation to, get a study in or something. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Jacob's trouble all the time. We talk about the end times all the time. It ain't gonna always be a safe space to study and get precepts down. You're gonna have to have that already ready.
Yeah, that's right.
So like,
Khan, go ahead.
I had Sirach 2, chapter 2, verse 2, or just going off of this endurance.
Okay, I'm gonna read it for you. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, and verse 2. It says, set thine heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Khan, hey, that's mighty. Because that's for constantly enduring in this thing and not forgetting and staying on track.
Exactly.
Endurance is staying on track.
Not getting distracted.
Right? Literally, what do you call it when somebody can run for a long time? Endurance.
Right. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And stamina, and that's literally staying on the track.
Right.
Okay, so I want to give y'all two more words to look up, right? So we looked up ambassadors, and I didn't even give you my definition yet. We got a good one, but let me give you another one. So this one says, authorized representative or messenger. So an ambassador is an authorized representative or messenger.
Right.
Watch this. It says a diplomatic agent of the highest rank. Did anybody know that? An ambassador is the highest rank in diplomacy because, okay, so your president is very important, right?
Right.
But your president, he's just one portion of your governmental structure. He's what they call the executive branch.
Right.
He can't override Congress. He's separate from Congress.
Right.
He doesn't represent Congress.
Right.
And he doesn't represent the judicial, the judges.
Right.
He only represents his part.
Right.
But the ambassador represents the entire country.
Yep.
When the ambassador goes to the UN, if he go up there and pull his ass out and act a damn fool,
It's over.
they gonna be like, yo, them bugs over there in that country wicked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
They're not gonna care how well you got everything structured and everything.
they not
They going based off that one brother.
off that one person. Right? So you need to remember that you're an ambassador for Christ. That's the first word. Hold on, we're gonna come back. The second word I want y'all to look at is the word priest. Right? The second word I want y'all to look at is the word priest. And let me give you a definition, right? I'm going to just give it to you. It says somebody who is authorized to perform the sacred rites of a religion, especially as a mediatory agent between humans and God. So a priest is the person who's authorized to do the religious services. He's authorized to do the religious services. So that means ordering the feast days.
Right.
That means teaching people the scriptures. That means healing the sick, or what, we can go as far as we want to. And then obviously sacrificing and bringing incense and all that type of stuff, right? These things, this is the book definition of a priest, right? And then the last definition is royalty. And this is called staying on track and don't get distracted. These are titles that was given to the children of Israel. And all of y'all on this call, man, woman, and child, everybody is supposed to be fulfilling these roles. Royalty is royal status or power. And it says, I like number 2 too. It says regal character. A person of royal lineage, an elite class, right? So royalty is an elite class, a person of royal lineage, and a person of high character, right? Have you ever seen the movies where they train in a woman to be a queen or something like that?
Yeah.
Right? And what do? They tell them how to walk. They tell them how to talk.
How to carry
themselves. You're not just coming out the house any type of way.
Right.
With the dress, all of that. The whole thing about you is a certain image that's put together. That's a perfect word. It's a certain image that's put together, and everybody who sees you experiences your royalty, right? So these 3 things I want everybody to focus on. Ambassador, you're a representative of the Most High. You're a priest, right? Whether you're a woman or man, because there are priestess, right? There are prophetess, right, in the scriptures, and even wisdom is spoken of, and wisdom is a female, is spoken of as a female, but wisdom is the intermediary between you and God, between you and the Most High.
Right.
So we can say that women can be priests as well, right? In that respect. But we have royalty, ambassadors, and priests. So you can never forget those roles. You can never forget or get distracted. And that's what this whole lesson is going to be about.
Right. And Salaki, I'm going to put a preset.
Yep.
Because one of the things that they train the main reason they training the royalty to move a certain way is so they can be what? Set apart from the rest of the people. So this is 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. This is talking about Israel.
That's right.
But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood. Notice how he pulled royalty and priest. We supposed to be a royal priesthood.
That's right.
And holy nation. Holy, we understand that word mean what? Set apart.
That's right.
A peculiar people. That's just another word to emphasize that we different than everybody else.
That's right.
That ye should show forth the praises of him who has called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
That's right.
Being royalty, being a priest, being set apart, it comes with a certain way you move. And you got to train your people. You got to remember that.
That's right.
That's the main thing. You got to be able to remember that. We talk about it all the time. Our people are destroyed for what? Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge of what? Lack of knowledge of the fact that we are the royal priesthood they talking about.
That's right. That's right. That's an excellent point. That was actually one of my first precepts. So we write in the right place. So since we looking at that precept, I have a question for everybody. Royal priesthood. When we look at our nation, right? When we look at our people in the world, are we by and large, are we generally moving like royalty? Are we moving like priests?
No.
Now, what is it that we're doing that we're not moving like royalty? Can we get some examples?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, okay. So acting like heathens, just acting a dang on fool all the time. What's up? What up?
Not doing what you're supposed to.
Not doing what you're supposed to, which is what?
Not listening.
Okay, so maybe not listening to your mom and your dad.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Doing drugs.
Doing drugs.
Games.
Yup.
That's a good
Oh, women.
Yup.
The
The whole culture.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Better say.
Yep. And then the music that we portray is why are music videos not teaching us how to be kings and priests?
Right.
Right. But when I look at some of these old Chinese movies, the drunken master or something like that.
Yeah.
The master is like, no, don't do that, my son. You know what I'm saying? He like, you know what I'm saying? He like, yo, do it like this.
Right.
And he teaching him how to do random stuff. But so like he's holding the cup. He holding the cup on his hand. And he like, nah, flip your hand over and catch it. And he's just doing stupid stuff. But then later he realizes, oh, this stuff I thought was stupid. This is a part of my fighting style.
Exactly.
And this is helping me out.
Right.
What we do is we get caught up in, oh man, the Most High don't care about them laws, man.
Right.
The Most High, you think the Most High really care if I wear them fringes? You think the Most High really care about the Sabbath day?
Right.
We're not understanding that the things we're doing is training us for something more spiritual, deeper than that.
Yeah, hey.
And we losing track. We getting distracted by this world. Right?
Hey, look, and that go back to the lesson on patience. You feel me?
That's right.
We get so frustrated because things ain't happening the way we think they're supposed to happen. They're not happening on the time that we think it's supposed to happen.
Right.
And like he said, a lot of things that we get frustrated at, the Most High is putting us through those things because it's to prepare us for later.
That's right. That's right. Everything you go through, right? And you can't let nothing knock you off the path. But everything you go through could possibly be a testimony for somebody else.
Right.
Right. You might have got the bad end of the stick. Everybody's lot is not the same for real.
Right.
Some people gonna have the lot where they get in a car wreck and they lose their arm. They get shot and they, you know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 whatever. But you went through what you went through and somebody else could benefit from your story.
Right.
So even at that, you can always bring good out of what you've been through.
That's a fact.
Right? What you got?
I think a good definition is discipline.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to read that one.
Yep. Let me get that real quick.
Both definitions is good. That's from Oxford. I don't know what y'all reading from.
No, I'm in the Merriam-Webster. Let me switch over. So I'm gonna get the definition of discipline real quick. Right? We're doing a lot of definitions today, but it's important. So okay. So the Oxford definition. Dang, that don't even come up for me. Let me type in
I
Oxford.
was about to say, I see Merriam-Webster right here.
Yeah, I got Merriam-Webster too. So let's do that one. All right. So definition of discipline says control gained by enforcing obedience or order. And it says orderly or prescribed conduct or pattern of behavior.
Right.
Yeah, I think mine is better.
Okay. What's it say?
Go ahead.
Okay. It says the practice of training people to obey rules
Ooh.
or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. And then the second definition is a branch of knowledge, typically one studied in higher education.
Yeah, that's good.
Both, but definitely the first one.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
the first one that pops up on Google.
Yeah, read it real quick so that people can hear it because I don't know if they heard that.
It's the definition of discipline. The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior using punishment to correct disobedience. And the second definition is a branch of knowledge, typically one studied in higher education.
So that's cold.
Right. But that first definition is definitely like, that's the one, because that's what we're talking about. Practicing or training people up in a certain way, code of conduct.
That's right.
In order to correct disobedience. You feel me?
Hey, that's right.
So that goes along with what you said.
That's right. Because obviously we want to be able to stay on track. Right. So let me tell this little story real quick and then we can get right into the lesson. So basically, I used to go to the gym every single day. It was mandatory when I was in the military because we had PT.
Right.
Mandatory. So I was in the gym one way or the other. I was playing basketball, I was lifting weights, or I was running every single day. Then when we got out the military, I was still going consistently because it was a pattern. It was a habit. And then over time, because those bonds were loosed a little bit, it started to slack off.
Yep.
And then now it's like, oh, it's an option now. Right? Well, the reason I bring that out is because staying on track has a lot to do with your discipline in a particular field. You're not always going to want to go to the gym, right? You're not always going to be motivated to go to the gym,
right.
But your discipline will keep you going. I didn't want to wake up some of the mornings when I was in the Air Force, but I had no choice.
Right.
Because they was like, yo, you went at PT today. What's up? All right, cool. You about to get some paperwork because you went at PT. Right. So you ain't going to do that but one time. And then after that, you there every time, right? So that discipline was forcing me to move in a particular pattern of behavior. And that's exactly what we're dealing with. We gotta set this up for ourselves. Ain't nobody else. This is the cold thing about the truth. Nobody else outside of yourself is going to set that up to where you have to keep the commandment.
Right.
It's really all on you. It's all on you to create a system to where I'm never breaking this commandment. I'm never breaking that commandment. I'm never breaking this commandment. That's all on you.
Right.
There's nobody there to give you paperwork. So at the end of the day, we have to make sure we don't get distracted. Now, why did we say don't get distracted? So I want to go into Genesis chapter 1 real quick, and you can pull out your points whenever you got them. But I want to pull out these points real quick, and y'all, in the back of your mind, remember ambassador, priest, and royalty. Remember that. All right, so we're going to start at Genesis chapter 1 and verse 24.
This is the book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 24. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so.
Come on.
And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good.
Yep.
And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Now, we know that this story right here is a parable.
Right.
This story is not actually talking about Adam being created. He the only person on earth. He naked walking through a garden, and he just got a bunch of bears and tigers walking around.
Right.
That's not what it's talking about. Right. This is a similitude. So the Most High created a bunch of life forms. Mm-hmm. Some life forms were lower, and some life forms were higher.
Right.
The last one in this order was Adam. And when he created Adam, that represented mankind.
Right.
Right? and the chosen seed line.
Yep.
That chosen seed line was given dominion, power, and authority over the other nations.
Right.
So right off the bat, when Adam was created, he became the ambassador, he became royalty,
Right.
and he became the priest.
Yep.
Right off the bat. And we're going to show you that in the scriptures right quick, right? So let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 and 2. Because this is not a reach. The Bible actually says this. Right?
It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9 and verse 2. And ordained man through thy wisdom that he should have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made.
Okay, so we just read that in Genesis, right?
Right.
That Adam was supposed to have dominion. Go ahead.
And order the world according to equity and righteousness, and execute judgment with an upright heart.
And execute judgment with an upright heart. Why is he judging animals? How you gonna judge an animal?
Right.
Right?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
how I'm gonna order the world in equity when only thing that's around me is bears and tigers and lions.
And trees.
It don't make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Keep reading.
Verse 4. Give me wisdom that sitteth by thy throne.
Okay, that's too far.
Okay.
So yeah, so Wisdom of Solomon chapter 9 tells us that when men were created, the Most High gave Adam the authority to be the ambassador, priest, and royalty.
Yep.
And he ruled over the other nations that was on the earth, right? Now, let's get Sirach chapter 17, which goes into it, the same concept.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17, start verse 1.
Yep.
Verse 1. The Lord created man of the earth and turned him into it again. He gave them few days and a short time, and power also over the things therein.
There we go. We see it the third time. Men were created and they were given power over everything, right? All right, now watch this.
He endued them with strength by themselves and made them according to his image.
Notice it says them. It's not talking about a single person.
Right.
So this is a parable, right? Let's keep going.
And put the fear of man upon all flesh, and gave him dominion over beasts and fowls.
Come on.
They received the use of the 5 operations of the Lord. And in the 6th place, he imparted them understanding. And in 7th, speech, an interpreter of the cogitations thereof, counsel, and a tongue, and eyes, ears, and a heart gave he them to understand. With all he filled them with the knowledge of understanding, and showed them good and evil.
Okay, so you see, when the Most High created men, it was deeper than just a naked guy walking through the field. No, the Most High gave him the spirit of wisdom and understanding and discernment.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
I have Isaiah 11 and 6.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, read it.
No, I want you to, go ahead. I want to make sure it's in line with what I'm saying, but go ahead. Let me see it. Isaiah 11 and 6. That doesn't really go with what we're talking about, but you can read it and we'll explain it. We'll make the connection.
Okay.
Right. As long as you know how to make the connection, I know why he's pulling this.
Right.
But go ahead.
It says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them.
Okay, so this is an end time prophecy from Isaiah.
Right.
And Isaiah is saying, now, why would Isaiah make a prophecy that says in the last days, all these animals are going to get together and have a good time and be happy together? Why is that important to the Most High?
Right.
Because those animals represent the other nations.
Yeah.
He's just saying all the creatures that I created, referencing back to Genesis,
Right.
all these creatures that I created will be able to get along and there will be no more war.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. Right? So that's a good precept, right? But so we're talking about Adam. Adam has dominion, and the Most High created him, and it was more than just, hey, I want you to be around these animals and name these animals. No, I want you to bring forth righteousness and judgment and equity in the earth. So I'm giving you a spiritual position. I'm giving you a royal position, and you're going to be my ambassador, because when Adam was created, he was created in whose image? In the image of God, of the Most High.
Right.
So when you see Adam, he represents the Most High.
Right.
So this is why the Most High says later, y'all profane my name. Y'all have taken my name and just destroyed my name. That's almost like when your parents used to be like, don't go out here and embarrass me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Or like if you put somebody on your job and you done told them, yeah, you're going to be a good worker. You come in there
Right.
messing up, stealing time.
They just destroy your whole name.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm putting my reputation on the line for you to mess it up.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
And that's real because it's like, you know what I'm saying? We all know, especially the ones that's in camps and truth, they'll be first ones to be like, oh, I left the truth, left the entire belief system of the truth because of something that one brother said.
It don't make no sense.
And obviously it don't make sense. But at the end of the day,
it's a representative.
We representatives and ambassadors for the Most High. So it's like we can't really be mad because that's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures also say we're not supposed to offend the little ones by our actions. It's because when they look at us, they feel like they're looking at the Most High. They're looking at somebody who's connected to the Most High. So,
hey, that's right. And we representatives of the Most High. Now, who is the representative of this nation? Right? One of the representatives of this nation is Donald Trump. And Adawan Yaakov Yah is absolutely right, man.
The man got shot.
Right? The man got shot at. Right? Which it could have been planned or something like that. You just never know these days.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's exactly what the brother said. We are representatives whether we want to be or not. So when you get on Facebook and you in your feelings and you just want to say something crazy,
right?
Somebody watching you, one of your family members, like,
for sure,
this dude always talking about the Most High, and look how he acting now.
Right. I was just about to join in too. I was just about to come to a class, but never mind.
Or what about this? I watched your class, and on your class, you spent the whole time talking about how Esau is the damn devil,
right?
And you never
give me no edification.
Give me no edification because you wanted to spend the whole time on that. It's like, yo, cool, he the devil. Let's keep it moving. Let's edify our people. Right? Let's learn how to balance and not forget, not get distracted, and not forget what we're doing. Because time is running out. We don't have enough time really to play. Right? We don't have enough time to play. So let's go back. Let's finish this up in Sirach real quick. I think you said, I want you to go down to verse 11.
Okay, come on. I'm sorry. We'll start back at verse 7.
Yep.
This Sirach 17, verse 7. Withal, he filled them with the knowledge of understanding and showed them good and evil. He set his eyes upon their hearts that he might show them the greatness of his works. He gave them to glory in his marvelous acts forever, that they might declare his works with understanding. And the elect shall praise his holy name. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
So at creation, the Most High gave them knowledge and the law of life.
Right.
So once again, if it's only Adam there, how he got the law? What law are you keeping if most of the law is loving your brother? If you're the only person on earth,
right?
How are you keeping the law?
Hey, look, and it's like this might be a little bit of a sidebar, but
yeah,
to prove that in Genesis, I think it's chapter 7, where it talks about Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about verse 5?
I believe so. Yeah, no, but he had also said something about separating the animals clean. Oh yeah, okay. Verse 8.
That's a good point.
Verse 8. No, I'm sorry, verse 7. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife, and his sons' wives with them into the ark, because of the waters of the flood, of clean beasts and of beasts that are not clean. How he know about clean or unclean beasts?
Right.
It's all the way in Genesis before the Exodus, before the so-called giving of the law.
Right.
They already had the law. They already knew
it.
They already knew it.
Because when Adam was created, the Most High gave him the law of life for a heritage. Right. So now let's backtrack. Let's make this make sense. We gotta connect the dots. If y'all following along, y'all let me know. But so Adam was created and he was instituted as royalty. He was instituted as a priest, and he was instituted as the ambassador.
Right.
The same roles that we're supposed to be fulfilling today, because we're supposed to eventually get to the place where Adam was before the fall.
Right.
But Adam got distracted. Right? Now, question. This is a deeper question than it sounds. It's going to be a simple question, but the answer is deeper than it sounds. Where did Adam get distracted?
I would say after
Everybody got their hands up, so y'all say it, and we're gonna go around.
After Eve told him about the fruit.
Okay, so he said after Eve told him about the fruit. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, your hand up.
Go ahead.
When the serpent told Eve to get the fruit, so she gave it to Adam and he ate it.
Okay, so when the serpent deceived the woman, all right. Hey, shalom.
I was gonna say after Eve as well.
Okay, so question: if Adam, let's say that Adam got distracted as soon as Eve shows up with the fruit, right? Now, we're gonna read the story as well.
Right.
Yeah, we saw that. We're gonna read the story as well, but I want you to think about something. I'm gonna say that Adam got distracted before that.
And I was gonna say the same thing. He got distracted way before that.
Way before that. Right? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if my rib come to me with something that I already know the Most High told me not to do,
right?
Very first thing I'm gonna say is, yo, you need to repent. Like we might not be in the spirit right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We need to pray. We need to do whatever we need to do. He was totally blindsided.
Right.
When she showed up with the fruit, he was ready and he was willing to follow what his rib told him to do.
Right.
That's not possible from a brother that's moving in the spirit.
I was gonna say that I see it like this. I say he was distracted even before that, because how you didn't already put the work in or do your due diligence to keep her from even being in that position,
so that she's not susceptible to the right.
Because as a man, you the leader, you the one that's supposed to come in off the gate and be like, yo, we not doing this, we not doing that.
Right.
This is what we doing, this is that and the third. Me personally, I say he was distracted.
Exactly.
As soon as she arrived, as soon as he realized he had a help me, he was like, oh,
yeah,
I'm good now. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
Right, and that happens, man. That happens. Y'all get so comfortable, right? Because that woman is a pillar of rest,
Yep.
But that woman is also enticing. That woman is also convincing, right? And y'all get distracted and forget that I'm doing the Lord's work. Right. And the number one thing is like, it's certain things in my household that my kids know not to ask, and my wife is not gonna ask me, right? Because we move in a certain type of way. Yeah, you got another point. Hold on real quick. So it's certain things that's not even gonna come on the table. Right? Hey yo, we should have some ham this year for Thanksgiving. What? We're not even having that nobody in my house having that conversation. So the fact that she was comfortable to even come to him and say that means that the rulership and the authority was too lax to begin with. Yeah. Right? Go ahead.
And even when they went to the tree, they already knew to don't go to that tree because he said to not eat on a specific tree, and they already went to that tree, and Eve gave him that fruit, and he knew he's supposed to eat not that tree, but any tree else. So I feel like if he knew to don't go to that tree and just eat around other trees, that would never happen.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
That's right.
Yeah, we knew right from wrong.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's right. You gotta know off the bat, these are certain things that I'm not going to do, and I'm not even gonna entertain it.
Right.
Because when you start entertaining evil, that's when you get into these situations. Right. But we're gonna keep reading. So let's jump down to chapter 3, Genesis chapter 3, real quick, and start at verse 6.
This is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise. She took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
Now, she ate it first.
Right.
And before she ate it, she was entertaining the thought of, man, it looked good.
Right.
It's pleasant to the eyes. It looked like it's going to taste good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. She was entertaining the thought. And what we here to tell y'all is don't even entertain evil. Right? Look, we had to come to a point in our household, and you know, I don't want to be too holier than thou or like not reasonable with certain things, but certain things you gotta cut off in your household.
Yeah, for sure.
Certain music, certain movie, you gotta cut that off. I know some of y'all like watching these scary movies. If you watching an exorcism movie in your house right before the Sabbath come in, I don't know how you can justify that. That don't make no sense. You watching damn demons on TV. Esau done created some movie,
right,
and he trying to find a way to conjure up demons in a movie, and you want to watch it. It's certain stuff you gotta cut off, bro.
Right.
You got Doja Cat playing. She dancing on top of a damn demon in the music video. It's like, how you justifying this? If you entertain evil, when you slip up and you get caught up with it, why you surprised? That's all we saying.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
The scripture says abstain from all appearance of evil. Let me get that real quick. Appearance. Right. I think that's 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Yeah.
1 Thessalonians 5:22, you said?
Yeah.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse
22.
I got it. Thessalonians.
Uh-oh. All right, I got you. If you don't. Right? Somebody grab me the book number. Stop.
Yes.
This 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 22. Abstain from all appearance of evil. Right? Now watch what happens when you abstain from the appearance of evil.
Right.
The very God of peace sanctify you wholly. And I pray God, your Holy Spirit and soul and body be preserved blameless until the coming of the AHOS HaMashiach. I can't even pray that prayer for you if you're going to be in situations that look bad.
Right.
I want to say this again. As a representative, not only can you not be involved with bad things, it can't even look like you around bad things. We were saying this last night, and we're going to get into the distraction thing here in a second, right? But we were saying this last night. If I always see you around a fire, you're either a firefighter or a match. Right? That's it. You either killing the fires or you starting them.
Right.
That's it.
That's a fact.
So it's like, yo, every time I see you, you around drama. So if you ain't putting it out, if you ain't the one that's putting out the drama, then what that mean? That means you the one that's stirring it up.
Right.
You always around drama.
Always.
Right? We got to stay away from the appearance of evil. Right?
Let me get another precept. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 2, starting at verse 1. Therefore, we ought to give the more earnest heed to the things which we have heard. Lest at any time we should let them slip.
That's right.
So that just goes back to the point of constantly meditating and constantly have your mind fixed on those things that we've heard, which is this word, which is the law, the commandment. Because at some point, you're going to slip.
That's right.
And you want to always be constantly meditating on these things. So when the time does come when you slip, that you're able to correct that and do better.
That's right. Look at him. He had just said that, right? About meditating.
Yeah. You have to meditate. You have to constantly keep it in your mind. You can't get distracted like we bring out. You know what I'm saying? The minute you get distracted and you start focusing on things that ain't got no benefit to you in this world,
right?
That's when things start to happen, bad things.
That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, and we have to set up our household in a way where everybody knows who they are.
Right.
Right. As a royal person is not going to go sleep at the Motel 6 when they leave town.
Right.
They're not traveling in just any old raggedy car.
Right.
They're not going on dates with anybody.
Right.
Because they royalty.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to start by training our children.
Back to what you were saying about like how your household and like the music and stuff. I don't know if it's going, so correct me. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say Colossians 3, 16 to 17.
Colossians 3. You said 3 what?
16 through 17. Boom.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Especially 17. Yeah, let's do it.
This is the book of Colossians chapter 3, starting at verse 16. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly in all wisdom, teaching and admonishing one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing with grace in your hearts to the Lord. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Lord Yahushua, give it thanks to God and the Father by him. That's a powerful precept.
That
You
is.
know what I'm saying? Because he was talking about the music. You know what I'm saying? I catch myself doing this all the time. I be listening to music. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? I love the beat. You know what I'm saying? I love the way he's flowing. But it's like, I'm sitting here. I'm supposed to be a teacher.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? An ambassador, a representative of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I can't be, you know what I'm saying? I can't always be listening to this music. I can't always have these thoughts going through my mind. I got to have better energies around me so I can put that same energy out. You know what I'm saying? That music influence you.
That's right.
And the Most High knows it's a powerful tool. That's why he's telling you that you got to constantly be listening to them songs, admonishing one another with the psalms and hymns. Because that's the real tunes you're supposed to be listening to, the real music.
That's right.
You feel me?
Hey, you know what's so cold about this? So we talked about music this morning. We talked about magic in music, me and my family, and how they use magical subliminal messaging in music to influence you.
Yeah.
But I'm 100% with you, bro. Like I love rap music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bone Thugs, Tupac, stuff like that.
Right.
But I have to admit, and I think everybody can admit this, it don't matter how practical we try to be and say, well, brother, you know,
it's just music.
You know, it's just music, brother. As long as you repent, brother, then you know.
Right.
But I want to say this, right? Is it possible to not be in conflict in your spirit?
Right.
When you listening to Bone Thugs, Mo Murder, man. And then right after that, you jump out the car and you go to teach the word. Like, how is this not conflicting in our spirit, right? And we all face this, and this is why we're talking about staying on track and getting distracted. Because if I set it up in my mind, remember we were talking about Adam and Eve, it's so easy for us to look at Adam and Eve and say, this is where Adam messed up.
Right.
But we mess up every day
in
the same way, because before we even sin, we've been listening to the music, watching the movies, distracted. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah. I had James 1:8.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good verse, especially coming into the truth. And with just overall, but you know, especially when those times will be or whatever, when we, you know, we let our mind get the best of us, you know.
Yeah.
It's always a good verse to remember.
That's a good one.
Can you get it? Because for some reason.
This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. That precept is cold because that's exactly what he's talking about. Again, right on the head, like hit the nail on the head. Being double-minded. You a teacher in the street, but as soon as you hop in your whip, you just, you know what I'm saying, you engage in activities that resemble somebody that we would be teaching against. You feel
right?
Me?
Correct.
And that's why he's saying you should have like a conflict of spirit, because it's like in your mind, you know what you really supposed to, how you really supposed to be moving. Your spirit telling you, yo, you know what I'm saying, you probably shouldn't be listening to that, or you probably shouldn't be going here, or you probably shouldn't be hanging out with these people. But because we be trying to be so practical,
right?
And we be trying to, you know, just kind of play both sides a little bit, lean more on this side, but still kind of keep a foot over here.
Right.
We end up getting ourselves in a situation that we don't need to be in. You know what I'm saying? We end up getting our spirit, you know what I'm saying, conflicted and in a way, in a mood that we're not supposed to be in at the time.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that. I was just like, yo, like I'll be listening to music and my whole mood of shit, like I won't even be serious no more. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be sober and be vigilant.
Yeah.
But when you listen to certain songs, it just make you want to just like drop all the weight off your shoulders and kind of just, you know, just enjoy yourself, sit back and relax, not really give too much care about what's going on. It's kind of like an escape.
Yeah.
And the Most High be calling the whole time. You're like, yo, snap out of it.
Yeah, like you in a trance.
Right. It's like snap out of it. It's like I know you enjoying it, but it's like, bro, like you don't know what's going on around you. You feel me?
Bro, you know what's so crazy? While you were saying that, when we listening to music, I want y'all to think about this in the chat. When you listening to music that you know directly contradicts what the Most High God has told you to do, why you don't turn that off instantly? Because you love the beat so much, or you love the melody so much. I'm talking about me.
Yeah.
I love the song so much. The song got a special place in my spirit or something. How come this song got a hold on me so bad?
Right.
How come this artist got that hold on me that bad?
Man, I'm telling you.
Madison was saying, like, with that Kendrick Lamar song, he was like, beat your and how the Bible of God watching. It's trying to teach you to like do messed up things and then hide from the Most High, but ain't no hiding.
Ain't no hide.
That's literally what
You
Adam
hide the
did.
Bible.
That's literally what
Bury
Adam
the
did.
Bible.
Hey, look.
Ain't no hiding.
That's what I'm saying. And it's crazy because the brother said, you know, I talk about Kendrick all the time. Kendrick is a great artist, right? But every time I hear Kendrick, I see the contradictions.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the brother came out with an album talking about the truth, and we thought maybe he was going to start coming into the truth a little bit. On the same album, he was like saying crazy stuff. And then later on, he came back and said, I'm a spirit medium. I don't rap. So now you in the witchcraft?
Right, exactly.
But all of them are really spirit mediums. That's why they got such a hold on us.
Yep.
That's why I can't put that Drake song down.
Right.
Even though I hate this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate what he stands for. I hate what he represents. I can't put it down
But the song be too good.
because it's so good. It's so, bro, it's literally witchcraft.
It is.
And this is why we have to build a gate around the tabernacle, right? Our spiritual soul, our tabernacle has to have a gate around it, and certain things can't come in there.
Right.
You think you was gonna come into the temple playing Tupac?
Man.
You think you was gonna, if the temple was today, you think you could pull up on the parking lot and Tupac in the car? You just profaned the whole damn temple.
The way they're gonna be looking at you is gonna be crazy. They're gonna be looking at you like you just came over there and cussed everybody out, basically. They're
That's
gonna
it.
be trying to stone you.
They're gonna be trying to stone you, bro, because they're gonna be like, yo, this man done brought witchcraft into the temple.
Right.
So, okay, last example on this. Have y'all ever heard one of them songs that you actually don't even like the song, but it's stuck in your head?
Yeah.
How?
They force it on you first.
Hey, look.
How? Yo, I heard the $1 Million Baby song one time, and it was instantly stuck in my head.
Hey, look.
But
That song-
it's all of it just
Right.
they trying to make sure it gets stuck in.
They have it designed like that.
Right.
That's witchcraft.
I can't stand that.
Hey, look. One song to come to mind. They not like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that song, but I hear it bad when I.
You done heard
it.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm
you
saying?
done heard it enough to where now you damn near like the song.
Right.
Because when I first heard Euphoria, I was like, nah, that's garbage. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's how I felt.
Right.
But after I heard it enough times and I heard how other people was breaking it down, I was like, oh well, you know, I can
Yeah.
kind of see it.
Yeah.
Bro, they got you.
Right.
This is what we trying to tell you. They got you already.
Right.
You thought that a witch was the green lady with the long nose
Right.
and the black hat on. The witch is the people on the radio.
Right. They look just like you and me.
Yeah, they look just like, and they look cooler than us.
Right.
Cause they got the chains and they got the shoes and they got the girls.
Yeah.
They look cooler than us. And it's cool to be a witch now. It's cool to be like them.
Yeah, for sure.
And they got it to, they've designed this whole world. Give me Revelation 18:4. They've designed this whole world where if you not doing this, you ain't on nothing. And I don't even want to hear from you.
That's a fact. It's a book of Revelations, chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Hey, you see that? So there's no way around it. The Most High said we got to come all the way out of this.
Right.
It's impossible for you to leave Babylon, but you still got your Tupac CD.
Hey, look.
Christ, you not coming with Christ.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm telling you that right now. And I have to, I'm telling you, this lesson is more for me. That portion especially is more for me. Video games.
That's hey.
I believe there's demons and spirits in the video game. We talked about this.
We was talking about it a lot.
It don't mean that I'm not gonna play a video game here and there. Right. It means do it have a hold on your spirit to where I'm playing the game, the spirit telling me, yo, go ahead and read your Bible.
Right.
Or it's time to pray. And I'm like, I'm playing live. I can't pause it.
I was about to say.
I'll pray after the match.
And it end up being 3 more matches later, and you still ain't read.
Right. And the angel just sitting there like, oh, well, okay, I'll wait. No, the angel's not waiting. He about to bounce. He like, yo, he went back to the Most High. Hey, look, he said later.
Right.
He said he'll talk to you later, man.
What you trying to do about this?
Yeah, like what we gonna do?
We gonna cut him down today?
Yo, that's scary, bro.
But look, and I'm gonna pull a preset to kind of go into that. But the thing about the video games and the music and everything that distract the kids, it's these wicked people that's behind it.
Right.
It's these wicked people that's involved in it. A lot of them know what they doing. A lot of them done already been let in on the secret, right? The executives and already came to them and be like, yeah, so if you ain't know already, you know what I'm saying, we use you to distract everybody else.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And we sitting here, we done got to the point where we trying to offer you a deal, basically. You know what I'm saying? You gonna knowingly and willingly go out here and do what we need you to do as far as distracting your people, destroying your people's morals, destroying the family dynamic in the Black community. You're gonna do all this stuff knowingly and willingly, and we're gonna cut you a check. And they doing it through music, movies, streamers, video games, especially these streamers. He brought up video games. You can go online right now and hear about a story about this streamer. He in front of all these kids, they looking up to him. They looking at him like, oh man, he's such a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? He loves video games. You know, he's just so cool. Whole time, he used to be a homosexual OnlyFans star.
Yeah, right. So now
they done found the videos that they confirmed that it was him in the videos. And then you sitting there, you got your kids sitting in front of the screen looking up to this dude thinking they about to be just like him. They're gonna be cool with him one day.
John Cole, boy.
And another thing, I don't know if y'all seen it in, Castanet or whatever, but he had that stream like last week or something like that, where they basically set fireworks in his room, but they built like a safe room with Mr. Beast. But it's like you're influencing because a little kid that's looking up,
they not looking at it like
don't want to do the same thing. They don't know.
I saw the thumbnail for that.
Days later, and be like, "This is a fake room," but when I put that image out there, put that out to kids.
Exactly.
You know, you're influencing little children.
Right. And see, back then they used to get a little disclosure at the beginning and be like, "Yo, don't try this at home." They don't even do that now. They just be like, "Yo, we finna show you this." You know what I'm saying? Whatever come with it, come with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a fact. They influencing the kids. You know what I'm saying? This is all your kids see for the most part during the day is all the music, the entertainment, the video games. Because especially in this generation now, they, you know what I'm saying, the kids get off for summer. We used to go to summer school, summer camp, go do something productive. Now all they doing now is sitting in front of a screen
all day, getting
mind controlled by all these different streamers, artists, and everything. You know what I'm saying? The music too. We already know how the music go down. All these people getting exposed to sexual assault, sexual trafficking.
Yep.
All these old CEOs and OGs in the rap game getting exposed for this, that, and the third. These are all the people that's influencing your kids.
They use them up. They use them up until they can't use them anymore. Then they ruin their life.
Exactly.
Now all this stuff coming out by P. Diddy.
Right.
He's been doing this for 20, 30 years.
And brothers been looking up to P. Diddy for how long?
But they already had all that dirt on him from the beginning.
Yep.
They already make sure they get that so later they can use it.
When they ready to
blackmail.
Yeah. Right.
Like, so you're not gonna do what I asked you when I asked you to do this?
Right.
Okay, remember this video of you.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Remember this video we got of you.
Because when isn't that verse or something that said that Satan is accuser of men?
Yeah, he's the accuser of the brethren.
Right.
Right? Watch this. They use stuff that the serpent already used against Eve. Let's go back. Genesis 3:6. Nothing's new under the sun. They using the same tactics. That fruit, this is why we keep telling y'all that fruit was not a fruit.
Right.
That fruit was the same thing that y'all being distracted by now with the Fortnites and the Madden and the 2K.
Right.
That's the same fruit.
Right. The chains, the cars.
Same fruit. Right? Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 3 and verse 6. And when the women saw that the tree was good for food.
So number one, she saw that it was good for food. It was something that she could consume and she was going to like that.
Right.
Right? Keep going.
And that it was pleasant to the eyes.
How many things do we get distracted by that's pleasant to the eyes?
I'm telling you.
It could be the worst thing, but as long as it look good.
That'd be the number one.
That's literally the definition of OnlyFans.
The beat sound great.
Right? The beat sound great. That's literally the definition of porn. It look good,
right?
But if you get with that woman, that's gonna be a terrible experience. You about to catch something, right? Everybody on earth that ran through her. Like, what we talking about?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the biggest. That's marketing. That's marketing for you. The marketing game and the promotion and everything. They make everything look so good and so beautiful.
Right.
But then when you get it, it's like, bruh, was it really worth it?
It wasn't worth it. Right? Keep reading. Watch this.
And a tree to be desired and make one wise.
Yo, also people do things because they want to look wise. People get distracted because they want to look wise. So what happens? People start reading new books.
Right.
Oh, brother, did you see what was in the book of Enoch, brother? It's like, oh, hold up. Here we go. Now you're trying to be too wise.
Right.
You ain't even mastered this book.
Exactly.
And you out here reading damn book of Enoch.
Right.
Yeah. Let's master this book first.
That's what I'm saying.
Then we'll worry about the book of Enoch.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's kind of the same thing that you were talking about, the whole music thing. Cause earlier we were Megan Thee Stallion made this video, and people on TikTok, they were doing the dances and they were doing like equal signs and stuff.
Right. That new that Mamushi dance. Right. So people doing that little hand sign with the Baphomet hand signal.
Right.
But it's like, are people simple? Bro, the gritty, the same thing.
Yeah.
People was doing the gritty and they was doing this, putting this over their eyes, doing the gritty. Like, what the fuck you putting that? Salakia. Why are you putting that over your eyes?
Why?
Salakia. I'm getting passionate, but it's the thing. The point of the matter is that they can get you to do anything as long as it looks cool.
Exactly.
Because it looks pleasant to the eyes.
Right.
That's all they got to do.
And another thing that I would tie into desire to make one wise. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of our people, we be trying to get involved with these movements, like Justice for Palestine or Justice for this group of people, this and that third. A lot of them people be joining them movements to make them look like they tapped in, like they woke, they real tapped in what's going on. But it's like, bro, you out there fighting for people that would have fought to put you in slavery.
Correct.
If they had the opportunity. Like if there was a vote, they say, hey, who want to put black people back in slavery? They'd be right there.
They'll be there. And you fighting for them.
Be first in line.
Or the brothers that be them Palestine rallies and then got a white wife.
Exactly. It's like, bro, you just doing that to make yourself look wise, like you really about something. You know what I'm saying?
Not just them though. They got BLM.
Yeah.
And they don't do nothing for no community.
Hey,
no, because they pushing the gay agenda.
Right.
Yeah, y'all not doing that.
That's what it is. It make you look wise. So when people see it, they like, oh, he support this group, or he talking about this topic. Oh yeah, that brother.
So many white people had BLM in their profile. Don't care about.
They don't donate to no.
Hey,
look,
just don't. On the side of the road, they wouldn't put out.
Right. Hey, watch this. The same people that be on TikTok and Instagram sharing, making these videos viral, all these deep videos about how the government don't care about you and how Flint still don't got water.
Right.
Them be the same people that don't got time to talk to you.
Exactly.
When you at camp.
Right. Yo, brother, we trying to bring our people back together. Oh, nah, brother. I'm good, bro.
I'm about to run in here real quick.
Yeah,
I'll talk to y'all later. Never come back.
Right. You know, I really Black Lives Matter, bro.
Right? Because we are distracted people. And we're not even really distracted. We don't even know the goal in the first place.
Right.
Right? Look at this. Let's see what the brother says. So he said, I believe that a lot of brothers in the truth say games, gambling, certain TV shows like Power and sports is okay, and then want to have a lesson on the same thing.
Hey,
that's a cut.
That's a cut.
We all got to eat that, bro, because it's like At the end of the day, we cannot forget I'm an ambassador. So I'm an ambassador. I'm literally gonna be teaching you today. And then tomorrow, you're gonna see me driving down the street. When I'm not teaching, I'm in a different mode now.
Right.
I'm listening to damn Migos with the music turned all the way up.
All the way up. Blunt.
Yeah, I'm blending in with everybody else. But then yesterday I just told you gotta repent.
Crazy.
Right? What do you say? He said it's a system. They make things famous so everyone will take heed to it and partake of it. Of course.
Exactly.
It is a system.
Mm-hmm.
And it has to be this way because the Most High said that the lie is going to be so close that it would fool even the very elect if it was possible.
Yep.
Right? Let me pull that real quick.
Even the elect of the Most High shall be deceived.
Yep. Matthew 24 and 24. So what this means is that this world and the system that we live in is going to be so distracting, and it's going to be perfected to a point where even the people that truly follow the Most High God, they're still going to be very close to being distracted and fall off.
Right.
Right? Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 24. For there shall rise false Christs and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
You see that? So even y'all, the people that the Most High chose before the beginning of the foundations of the earth, even y'all could possibly be deceived by this. That's how close it is. Now, I want to ask a question, right? Yeah, hey, that's right. Hey, Araya, bro, that's the spirit, because we literally did the same thing. We was walking around the parking lot in the mall trying to do a flyer mission. Some of the people listened. It was one brother who was like, yo, I know about the Israelites. I know I'm an Israelite. And we was like, well, brother, you're supposed to be with us. And he was like, well, you know.
Bro, this is literally what he said. I don't know if you caught what he said, but he said like maybe in another lifetime or something along the lines of that.
He said that
very low. He said maybe in another lifetime.
Yeah, he was like, I'm good.
Who you supposed to be, Erica Badu?
Yeah. He think he finna come back and this finna be a redo. I'm like, nah, brother, no.
Yo, I'm dead, bro. I didn't even know he said that.
Hey, look, I thought y'all caught that, but I was just like, yeah, I heard him say
so
that.
low as he was walking away.
I heard him say,
Silly.
maybe another day, but he said another lifetime. That's crazy.
I swear he said it. He said maybe another lifetime.
Bro,
that's so sad, bro.
That's the state that we in, bro.
That's so much money.
And then later on, he gonna see an Instagram post that makes sense,
right?
And he gonna like that and share it with all his family members and be like, "Yo, man, we gotta fix our community."
Yeah, exactly.
Or when somebody else, some other young black man gets shot, he gonna be at the rally or he gonna be protesting or whatever. And it's like, we already see past the protest now.
Nah,
the white man see past it too.
Yeah,
you give them black people about 5-6 days, they'll be fine. Let them do what they're doing.
And I was telling my homeboy that I was just like, man, I hope people like really understand how silly it is to go out in the street and really try to protest. Like think about it like this: somebody come into your house, pack you and your family up and kick y'all right in the front yard, take all y'all stuff, throw it out there, and you outside with a sign like this talking about some, can I have my house back? Bro,
not gonna happen.
Who do y'all think y'all are? Like, seriously,
crazy,
like,
bro.
I understand, like, you feel passionate about this, but be realistic. You're not going in these people's streets and telling them to give back nothing. You're not gonna go in these streets and tell them to stop doing nothing.
Right.
Not only do they not care, but you got to think about the grand scheme of everything. The Most High control of all of this.
Right.
Don't you think if it was that easy, we would have been did it by now?
Right. We have no sense of we have no mission.
Right.
So it's no way to stay on track because we don't even know there's a track to stay on. You know what I'm saying? It's like being a track runner and nobody gave you the baton. It just ran right past you.
Right.
And we don't even see nothing wrong with that. A real person who used to running that type of race,
right?
I'm like, no. When you get to this point, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready, grab the baton. Right. It's my turn.
You start running, and I hand it off.
Right, but we don't even know the process, so we don't see nothing wrong with it. Right? What he said? He said Lil Uzi said his music is hypnosis. Hey, So look, what's cold is remember when Lil Uzi got on stage and he was like, "All y'all going to hell."
Yeah, I remember that.
He was like, "All y'all going to hell with me." So ha.
I got that video saved. I remember exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? And people rock with Lil Uzi. Like I didn't even know people was listening to Lil Uzi like that.
Oh no, for sure.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was just like a fringe, like little small group of people. No, like people rock with him.
Yeah, people love Lil Uzi.
You know what I'm saying? What'd she say? What happened?
So he was wearing all red and wearing these red what's his name? Contacts and all this stuff. And if you say his name really fast, it's like a devil.
Oh yeah.
They say it sounds like Lucifer.
Right.
They kind of got they gotta go to point. When you say it, it kind of do sound like Lucifer. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but hey man, it's definitely spirits on that brother. That's one thing.
What's the point of making your name that way? It just sounds too close. So don't try it.
Yeah, well, but this is the thing though. Lucifer only means light bearer. Right? It doesn't even mean what they think it means.
No, for sure.
So in my mind, it has no power, but at the same time, that just shows you the mind state that they are.
Right.
They're not trying to serve the Most High.
The lengths they'll go.
The lengths they'll go to defy the Most High.
Exactly. That's what it is.
That's all it is. What else he said? He said he was on stage with a purse and a satchel, but a lady's purse, asking the crowd if they like his outfit. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember seeing that.
That's a fact.
Right?
Oh, and he's like one of his biggest songs from like this year. Just Wanna Rock. He has like Kai Cenat in his music video and all of them. Like, yeah, it's just so yeah.
Yeah, but see, this is what we was talking about before. Right. Remember?
They put all them people in there.
Like Kai Cenat, him being in that music video was not accident.
It's not accident.
Right.
They literally set it up for that
and,
to happen.
And you got to think about this too. This is a business transaction.
Right.
And they're like almost like chess pieces.
Yeah.
They let them know where to move and
right.
Move here. They put them in that position to do those things and stuff. Right?
Correct.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I need a satanic song that'll be specifically targeted to kids. So what you put together a satanic artist, and you get somebody that the kids look up to and put them in the same. I mean, it's really that simple. It's an equation. Right. It's something they doing. It's a process.
And it's a business. Once again, it's a business function. Like my business is not just doing something when I got millions and billions of dollars on the line.
Right.
I got an artist like Drake.
Yeah.
He not just working with anybody.
Right. Yeah, nah.
Because I can potentially mess up his money that he's making for me.
Right.
He says that exact thing in a song.
So I'm not playing with my artists, right? So if you know that, then you know that the people they choose to put them with is on purpose.
Right.
It's always on purpose. It's not no accidents.
Right. Let me get this precept. This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6, starting at verse 9. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. So when you desire money, not even just money, but when you desire the riches of this world, the clout, the money, the success and everything, it's a lot that you're going to go through because you getting distracted. You getting distracted from your main purpose that you was put here to do, which is to keep the law, keep the commandments, and serve the Most High the best of your ability.
Right.
But when you chasing out the money and everything, it says that these people have fell into a snare. What is that snare? It's exactly what we're talking about. All these people get into the music industry thinking that, I'm going to just make my songs and get rich. They fell into a snare because now it's deeper than that.
Right.
It's like, yo, you either going to do what we say or we're going to ruin your entire life.
Yeah.
And it's like that in a lot of different businesses, a lot of different occupations. You feel me? You see them movies where a CEO of this so-and-so company, he might be a CEO of a construction company, but if somebody come and try to hold something over his head because they don't want him to do a certain project, they don't want him to sign a certain deal. So now they trying to destroy his life. And it's like all that because you wanted to be successful and have money.
It ain't never worth it.
It ain't never worth it.
It ain't never worth it. So I wanna go to the next portion, right? So now that we see now that we see that we was created to be ambassadors, priests, and royalty, but we failed at doing that, and every once in a while we forget who we are, right? Because we in this flesh.
Right.
It's a constant battle. But ultimately, we have to remember our job. So, last question that I want to ask personally is, what is the role of a priest? What is the role of a priest? And do y'all have any precepts for it? Right? What is the role of a priest? And y'all put the precepts in the chat. We're going to break it down real quick. And then we're going to remember that as a priest, it's certain things I can't even be involved with, or I can't do my priestly duty. So, for instance, if I'm going into the Holy of Holies, right? If I'm the high priest, if I'm Aaron, or if I'm a regular priest, and I'm going into the temple or into the tabernacle, I can't come in there profane, because then I'm a profane the entire tabernacle, right? So we don't want to go in there profaned. We have to remain set apart so that we can go into the temple. So spiritually, we need to remain set apart so that we can come into the presence of the Most High.
Right.
Right. Hey, Araya said that's why Drake stopped the show, or stopped the battle with Kendrick, because it was getting ready to start messing up his money.
Yep.
If it hasn't already messed up his money.
I was about to say, I feel like it did mess up his money.
I feel like it did too. What's up?
But it showed good.
I was about to say, like that pop the balloon challenge with that guy, that Aaron guy. He those girls called his job like 500 times, and they made him lose his job because the whole pop the balloon challenge.
Yeah, and see, that goes with your reputation. We heard a cold quote last night on a movie, right? He said your reputation is what people think about you, but your character is who you are.
Right.
So your reputation is strong enough to precede you, and then people try to destroy your reputation. But it's your job to make sure they never destroy your character. Right? Okay. That's good. So he said, instructing the people and sacrificing in the temple for the people. That's good. That's good. Right? So we read earlier that a priest, the definition of a priest is somebody who is authorized to perform the sacred rites of a religion. Right? We don't call our culture a religion, but that's what it's talking about. We are authorized to perform the sacred rites. Right? We can pray to the Most High. We can bring the incense before the Most High. We can bring the sacrifices. We can keep the feast days. All of these are sacred rites. All right. Now, let me get y'all some precepts on what a priest is to drive this point home. And then we can wrap it up. Ezekiel 44 and 23.
You said Ezekiel 4 and 23?
44.
44 and 23.
Yep.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 44 and 23. And it reads, "And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane, and cause men to discern between the unclean and the clean."
So our number one job as a priest is to teach people the difference between the holy and the profane, and to cause them to know the difference between the unclean and the clean.
Right.
But how I'm going to teach you the difference if I'm enjoying it myself?
That's a cut.
How I'm going to teach you the difference between the holy and the profane, and I secretly enjoy the profane. I secretly eat pork sandwiches, but I'm about to go over here and teach you the difference between a pork sandwich and the chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We got to make it make sense.
Right.
Next one is Malachi 2 and 7. Malachi 2 and 7.
Low key, we could have read verse 24 though.
Yeah, get it. Let's get it.
Verse 24 in that same chapter. And in controversy, they shall stand in judgment, and they shall judge it according to my judgments, and they shall keep my laws and my statutes in all mine assemblies, and they shall hallow my Sabbaths.
The job of a priest.
Oh, to verse 25.
Keep going. Let's go.
"And they shall come at no dead person to defile themselves, but for father or for mother, or for a son or for a daughter, for brother or for sister that hath had no husband, they may defile themselves. So they remain clean. That's another thing.
Hey, and keep reading. Read down to 27 because this is why he said that part about defiling themselves.
Verse 26. And after he is cleansed, they shall reckon unto him 7 days. And in the day that he goeth into the sanctuary, unto the inner court to minister in the sanctuary, he shall offer his sin offering, saith the Lord God.
Now, what's so cold is, and I had this conversation with an OT only before.
Right.
They was trying to say that sin offerings, I ain't gonna get into this conversation, but every time you see the word sin offering, it don't mean you committed a sin.
Right.
It means that you're unclean in some way, in some context, and this is one of those contexts.
Right.
But the priest cannot be unclean and still act as a priest.
Right.
So he got to wait 7 days, then he got to bring his offering, and then once he's pronounced clean and ready to resume his office as a priest, then he can resume his office.
Right.
Right, exactly. Because otherwise he would profane the tabernacle. Yeah. So this is why us being the nation of kings and priests, right, being a royal priesthood, we have to remain sacred and we have to remain set apart, or otherwise we can't bring our spiritual sacrifices to the Most High.
Right.
Right. Okay. Now the next one is, what did I say? Next one is Malachi 2:7. Right, and then I'm gonna finish up with Sirach 35. Malachi 2:7.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
Now, what is knowledge? We know that knowledge, according to 1 John, is keeping the commandments.
Right.
So how are you going to keep knowledge, but at the same time, you're enjoying and indulging in things that promote the opposite of the commandment?
Right.
So you got to think about this. I basically got to put down the commandments for a couple minutes to enjoy that song. I got to put down the commandments a couple of minutes to enjoy that porn. I got to put down the commandments a couple of minutes to go holler at this married woman across the street.
Right.
You never have a time when you can put the commandments down.
Right.
Right. And that's what we was talking about, the Kendrick Lamar thing. Right. I'm put the beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watches.
Right.
Like if that's the case, don't pick the Bible back up.
And that's how the Most High really feel.
And then he says in the element, put the Bible down and go eye for an eye. It's like,
yeah.
Why are you so obsessed with putting the Bible
down? Hey, look.
But that's the spirit that we got though.
Double-minded man.
Double-minded man.
Exactly.
You ain't never heard him say pick the Bible up.
Yeah.
You've always heard him say put the Bible down. Matter of fact, it's cold because on one of his first mixtapes, one of his coldest mixtapes, on the album cover is what? The Bible
and the gun.
It's a gun on top. It's a bowl.
Exactly.
It's a bowl of weed on top. Right? He got a song on there called Cushion Corinthians.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna start, but every time we start talking about Kendrick, I always say the same thing. Like Israel be wilding.
Hey, look, he half and half.
He half and half, bro.
Teeter-totter.
And honestly, I guess you could say the same thing about J. Cole. The born sinner, he literally has the devil horn,
the set of horns
halo on his name.
So listen to what he said though. He said J. Cole, set of horns and a halo. Right? He's letting you know
he double-minded.
I'm double-minded. He literally letting you know that.
And I guess you could say the same thing about Kanye.
You can say it about everybody. Anybody who not 100% in this truth.
I was about to say.
Yeah, we ain't even got to go down the list. It's everybody. And matter of fact, it's some of us.
Exactly.
So we got to repent and we got to be serious about not getting distracted and staying on track. I got one more precept. Right? Last precept about being a priest is Sirach 35:1.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 35 and verse 1. He that keepeth the law bringeth offerings enough. Salaki. He that taketh heed to the commandment offereth a peace offering. He that requireth a good turn offereth fine flour. And he that giveth alms sacrificeth praise.
Now check this out. I'm not even gonna read this whole thing. Y'all can read the whole chapter at your own time. if we're bringing spiritual sacrifices, if I'm supposed to live my life as a living sacrifice before the Most High, can I have evil on my mind when I show up?
No.
Because the Most High is judging by the spirit. He's not judging by the physical appearance.
Right.
So if he's judging by the heart and he's judging by the spirit, that means that there's certain times when I stop offering my sacrifices.
Yep.
Because I wanted to listen to this song so bad.
Right.
Right? I wanted to listen to this rap song so bad, or watch this porn, or watch this movie so bad. I'm gonna stop giving sacrifices to the Lord for this 30 minutes to an hour.
Right.
And I'm gonna go off into my zone and do my thing, and I'll come back to the Most High. Is he even gonna let you come back, bro?
That's like that, man. That'd be scary.
That's the scary
the scariest thing.
That's the scary thing. So I just want to leave y'all with that thought. We gotta stay on track. Don't get distracted. We're gonna keep running a couple more precepts, but
I was about to say,
it's serious, man.
Hey, on that last precept we just read, you got to think of it like the actual sacrifices that you was giving back then. You were supposed to give a sacrifice without blemish.
Right.
So you got to look at that sin and that wickedness that you got as the blemish. Same thing when we come to go to Passover. We offering up our sacrifice ourselves as a sacrifice.
Right.
And we supposed to be doing what? Getting 11 out of our spirit. A lot of people think that you only supposed to get rid of the 11 out your spirit during that time of the year. But it's like, no, like anytime you come to the Lord, anytime you doing the work of the Lord, you trying to be a priest, you're supposed to have that 11 out. That 11 is supposed to not even exist.
Right.
So you really got to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? We that's one thing that I had to catch myself is understanding, like, even when I go and pray, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, like, you got a clear mind. Make sure you going in that thing serious and you're not just coming like on some kind of half. Like, oh, yeah, I know I need to pray and I need to, get this part of my life in order. But at the same time, if it don't work, it'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Or, I'm going to just throw up a little word of prayer. It ain't going to be nothing too deep. You know what I'm saying? But in your mind, you still thinking about weakness. In your mind, you still focus on the things of the world. And that's why it's important to not get distracted. When you get distracted, you just completely out of the spirit.
Yeah.
You're completely off the track.
That's right.
We got to continue to think about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is a wake-up call for me too. I'm like, yo, snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy to get distracted in this walk. And we just read, you know what I'm saying? It's going to get worse as time goes by. It's going to be so much going on. The last thing a lot of brothers going to be thinking about is, yo, let me go read my Bible.
Right.
Or let me go talk to the Lord real quick during the situation. Especially like,
if you get distracted now, you finish.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, with all the stuff that's going on, man, you ain't got time. You just ain't got no time.
You said precept?
Yes. Trying to see if it goes with it, but Exodus 19, 6.
Oh, yeah. That most definitely goes with it. Exodus chapter 19 and verse 6. Right? This is going back to being that peculiar people.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel. It's excellent.
That's a good one.
That's excellent, bro.
Because it's telling you right there, bro. It's talking about the children of Israel. He ain't say the other nations mixed in a little bit with it. No. The children of Israel.
Yeah. Let me pull this up on the screen. I guess we can make our closing statements. It says, want to say at the worst time, had Israelite camps rooting for him. Right. Yeah, that's how it go. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be distracted, man. So all praise to the Most High. Did you have any other notes you wanted to go over?
Man, so that was a good lesson right there for sure. Needed that one.
Yeah, Khan. Hey, look, we all gotta stay free from distractions.
Right.
If we getting distracted right now, when Jacob's trouble happened, it's over.
It ain't no chance.
You have no chance. Right? So we gotta master our spirits now. We appreciate y'all for joining. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Shabbat as the sun's going down. All right.
Shalom.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you with this Daniel 7:18. My fault. Hold on.
I got you.
Yeah.
Daniel. 7:18. It's the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever.
Ba'ashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
Shalom. Shalom.
This is not a test.